All right, man. So look, we got to crack into some of these games that happened because we had some very, very controversial things going on NFL Sunday in Week 3. Now, Travis Hicks is still here with me. Fox 47 covers all of Detroit sports, but well-rounded in all of the sports teams. So still here with me. And Travis, I got to have you help me break something down here because, you know, being in Chicago, I'm surrounded by so many Bears fans. I want to support Bears fans because I live here. I want to support. I ain't going to lie. But they make it so damn hard for a brother to be supporting the Bears, bro. Like, I'm trying to be friendly. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be like, okay, whatever. I live here, so let's support the Bears. But recently, we seen them lose to the Indianapolis Colts, 21-16. Bears did not look that good. Caleb Williams threw over 50 passes, which is insane, and they still ended up losing the game. And I have some firm thoughts because I've been saying that the Bears, they, as an organization, is the problem of what's been going on, of why we've been seeing bad play, bad calling, all sort of things. They tried to put it on Justin Fields. They said Justin Fields was the issue. We can't win with a quarterback like Justin Fields. And then all of a sudden, we get a new guy called Caleb Williams, who's supposed to be the savior of the Chicago Bears. And he's supposed to be so much better than Justin Fields. He's supposed to be the holy grail that the Bears have never seen in Chicago, that Chicago has never, ever seen in a quarterback ever. But then this guy is still no better than Justin Fields. The O-line still can't protect anything from, man, oh my gosh, they're worse than, I can think of some TSA officers who can protect Justin or Caleb Williams better than the Chicago Bears linemen out there right now. The play calling is just ridiculous. I'm seeing them call a speed option on 4th and goal, which is just ridiculous. And then as they call the speed option, there's not a single soul blocking anybody. This was just garbage, bro. It was garbage. And I'm like at the point, I'm done, man. I know it's Week 3, but they saying Bears fans is on suicide watch, which I firmly believe. I see it happening live and direct here. But look, Trav, what's going on with these Chicago Bears, man? Is it a coaching thing? Is it Caleb Williams? Is it like what is it, bro? What is it with them? What are you seeing with the Chicago Bears?
And Manny, you hit the head on the nose. I think it's a mixture of everything. I think everybody that's in that house does not deserve their own room. I think Caleb Williams, just to be real, Caleb Williams, I understand, he was a number 1 draft pick, all this stuff. I get it. He has not thrown a touchdown pass in 3 weeks. This man's closest touchdown pass was a Hail Mary before the half. They got stopped at the 1. That would have been cool if he got it, but that's neither here nor there because it didn't happen. So Caleb Williams, one thing I got to just say, stop writing checks you can't cash. You told the punter before the season, you're not going to punt that much. The Bears have punted the most times in the NFL just through 3 weeks. So, to me, it's just it's a humbling experience because, what he saw in preseason is different than playing with actual grown men. He was playing against some practice squad guys, trying to make the team. So it's going to be different. I'm happy you brought up the Justin Fields thing because it was not his fault. It's the system. It's the organization. And I truly hope Caleb Williams gets better. I don't want to see him, be bad, but I think he just needs to stop writing checks he can't cash. And, it's a humbling experience. It's different than USC.
Facts, bro. And that's just it, bro. I'm like, from the very, very beginning, since they first, even before they drafted Caleb Williams, bro, they did so much. They did so much to decorate this Bears team and give them so much promise. You put receiving pieces. You got a defense that's actually not that bad. The defense is pretty damn good in Chicago, but it's the defense, of course, is going to look garbage when your offense can't help them out at all. So it's they did all of these different things to help Caleb Williams come into probably one of the best situations that you can come into in terms of having offensive weapons. However, they just forgot one silly piece that is going to make or break the whole thing, and that's having an offensive line. And then now it's bro, it's so evident because, one, you still ain't got no offensive line. And then on top of not having an offensive line, your play calling is still atrocious. So that's hurting them even more. And now to make it even better, which I love, I really love this part right here. This is really going to get some of y'all. I love that we're seeing Justin Fields thrive in another system, in another organization that is 3-0. And not only is this team 3-0, not only do they have a great defense, but the offense is helping out the defense that's so great over in there in Pittsburgh. And I just got to give them their flowers, bro, because this dude, Justin Fields, looks like a completely different quarterback. Completely different quarterback. I saw a statistic today. It said the only quarterbacks it was a statistic that compared him and Aaron Rodgers, and I'll have to find it to be 100% exact, but it was the only two quarterbacks that have a certain completion percentage over the first 3 weeks of the NFL, and it's Justin Fields and Aaron Rodgers side by side. We would have never had that conversation a few years back, and I don't think we'll ever have that conversation about a Bears quarterback until they clear house. So, like, with Justin Fields doing what he's doing and watching him ball out over in Pittsburgh, like, what do you think that secret sauce is there? And, like, what do you think they're doing different that the Chicago Bears haven't done in their organization?
This is honestly the best I've seen Justin Fields play since college, since Ohio State. He just looks more confident, more comfortable. And he's just like happy. Like they're 3-0. They got the best defense in the league. They're allowing 10 or fewer points, which is the most the Steelers have done in 15 years. I'm talking about the Troy Polamalu, James Harrison days when they were winning Super Bowls. Like Justin Fields, I believe this Steelers team is a playoff team. I'm not going to say they're going to win the AFC or make an AFC title game, but I believe they can make a wild card. And they got a chance in their division. Like Justin Fields is throwing dots. This man had over 200 total yards yesterday. He can run on his feet. And he was, he had a passing touchdown too. So with the weapons and system he's in, this is a perfect system because the Steelers have been struggling to get a quarterback since Big Ben retired. Because we saw Kenny Pickett wasn't it, and Russell Wilson he's just an old veteran now. He's just going to do his thing from the sideline. But Fields, this is perfect, dude. He's a dual threat. And Mike Tomlin, dude's never had a losing season, so he finally got the young quarterback he could breed for some time. And it kind of shows to the Bears, it's like you lost a good one. You lost somebody that you could have. And DJ Moore, I saw an interview he did a year ago that they retweeted last week saying, Justin Fields is better than a lot of these guys in the 2024 draft. He said this last season. So he knew what they were losing. So I'm happy to see him thrive, and I think they're a playoff team.
And it's crazy that you bring up the DJ Moore thing, too, because toward the back end of the season, and we talked about this in the offseason, we had a conversation. We were saying, okay, the Bears started to look better. They looked pretty good with Justin Fields at the end of last season. They played the Lions, and they had an advantage. We seen a connection of DJ Moore and Justin Fields. They were thriving. It's just the defense was a little weaker back then, so they couldn't really close the deal against a tough Detroit Lions team. And I mentioned like 3 or 4 other games where this was the same exact case. But above all, we seen that connection between Justin Fields and the chemistry of everybody else on that offense start to gel a little bit better than what we've seen them start. But now all of a sudden, tables turn, and now you reset all of that. Now you reset your receiver quarterback connection. You reset your quarterback offensive lineman connection, your quarterback running back connection. You reset all of that stuff, and it plays a huge part in having awful play calling, again, just does not help. And the thing that really bothers me, it just drives me crazy because I look at the stats and everything, and I see Caleb Williams. People are drooling over the fact that he almost threw for 400 yards. Seen a statistic. It said he's the only Chicago Bears quarterback to throw for over 360 yards, within his first 3 games. And I'm like, okay, that stuff sounds cute. It looks good. It looks nice on paper when you see a fancy graphic. But also, the thing people are forgetting, you give damn near any quarterback 50 chances to throw the ball, he's going to throw for 400 yards. Can you imagine giving C.J. Stroud 50 freaking chances to throw the ball? It's ridiculous. Jared Goff had, that was a terrible example, but Jared Goff had 50 chances.
He had 55.
I got to mess with the Lions fans a little bit. And it was just abnormal. It was abnormal to see quarterbacks throw the ball that much. So it's wild, man. And
the thing is, not to cut you off, Manny.
No, you good.
Threw 50 pass attempts with no touchdown passes.
No touchdowns. Like, it's wild, bro. And I'm looking at, like, the play calling and just how the offense is orchestrated between them and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, like, I'm like, Steelers really struck gold at this point, and I just gotta leave with this. I'll leave with this. Should they continue to start Justin Fields? I believe they should, because he roll with the hot hand. Hell, roll with the hot hand. He's balling. He's doing his thing. But I gotta ask you, should they keep going with Justin Fields, or insert Russ as a starter as they proclaimed in the beginning of the season?
No, keep Justin Fields. You keep riding the hot hand. And two, this is the best scenario for the Steelers. They got Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. People are like, why do you guys have two starting quarterbacks? Justin Fields is a younger guy. You can develop him. He could be their starting quarterback if his cards play right for the next 10 years. He could be their next franchise guy. He's still young. So I will keep rolling with Justin Fields. And if he continues to have a good season, you make the postseason, this is your guy for the future. Because they've been looking for somebody to have stability to replace Big Ben, because you've had the defense. Now you got the quarterback for your offense. This is a playoff team.
Absolutely, bro. I 1,000% agree with that, especially just because, I mean, Fields, he's been playing out of this world, bro. You got to keep him. He's younger. Like, he's only going to get better from here with the right guidance. So I gotta agree with you on that. You stick with Justin Fields. But look, there's about to be some more because, man, there was another game. And I gotta just go ahead and let loose about it, but we'll touch on it in just a sec.